Hello Year 3, today for English we're going to be revising suffixes. Today we're going to be doing page number 15 of the revision pack for suffixes. Now I want hands up who can tell me what a suffix is. A suffix and a prefix, please. Yusuf, tell me what is a suffix, please.
Suffix is full and less and ly.
Yeah, so where is it? Is it the beginning or the end of a word?
In the end of the word.
Bravo, well done. Okay, and then Jada? Jada, can you tell me what a prefix is, please? If a suffix is some letters at the end of the word, what is a prefix, Jada? Remember, what does pre mean?
The beginning of the word.
Yes, it does. Excellent, Jada. Thank you. A suffix is a group of letters that can be added to the end of a word to change the root word. So it changes the meaning of the words. And each suffix has a different meaning as well. So we want to make sure that we're choosing a suffix for the correct meaning. For example, full, which means full of something. For example, we have powerful, which means full of power. The next suffix we've done 3 of them, is less, without something. So for example, tasteless, it has no taste, it's without taste. The last suffix that we learned was ly, ly, and it is how or in what way something is done. For example, slowly, which means it is done in a slow way. We had a couple of different top tips here as well. When we're going to be doing suffixes, we need to make sure that we're following some rules. Now, sometimes we need to make sure we take away the E before we add ly, and sometimes, not all the time, we will review this, we change the Y to an I and then add ly. So these are a couple of our rules. These are the letters at the end of the word. Don't worry about able, because this is part of the video. We did full, less, and ly as well. So full, full of, less, without, and ly, how it's done. Now for full, we see truthful, which means full of truth. And for example, we could say the girl, I think, this person is truthful. So we could say she is full of the truth. Hopefully all of you guys are also truthful all the time. The next one, ooh, full. Full means full of, and pain means something that is sore. What does painful mean? Hello, Ziad.
Hurt. He's hurt.
Yes, excellent. Thank you, Ziad. So we have painful, which means it's full of pain. Oh no, look, he's got a sore tooth. Ouch. Okay, now another suffix is less. This means without. So if we have use and less, that means it's out with a good use. Okay, so I have a paintbrush here. I have a paintbrush. Let's see, Mariam. Hello, Mariam.
Hello.
Hello. Is a paintbrush useful or useless for painting?
Useful.
Useful, good. Now, what do you think is useless for painting? What would not be good for painting? Have a look. Mariam? Oh, good. We did painting. Oh, yes, a hammer.
Hammer.
Mariam, was a hammer useful for painting or no?
No.
So it's useless. Good. What is a hammer useful for, Mariam?
Building.
Building. Exactly. Bravo, Mariam. Thank you. Fearless. Ooh. I'm going to ask Ibrahim.
Yes, I can hear you.
Excellent. Tell me one time you were fearless, without fear. One time that there was something really scary that you had to do, but you still did it anyway. Can you give me an example, Ibrahim?
Remember, I used to be scared of injunctions.
Oh, really? And then?
Injunctions.
Yeah.
But this year, remember the thing where they poked a hole in our finger and then they made blood come out?
Yes, yes.
I was feeling a little shy, but I told myself I shouldn't feel
Fear, yeah, scared.
And then when I did it, it didn't hurt.
Oh, bravo, Abraham. Definitely, that's a really good example of a time to be fearless. Bravo, thank you, that was perfect. So there we have the full and the less. So next what we're going to do is we're going to do the lee. There's two different things for lee, okay? For lee, we can answer a couple of questions. We can answer the question, how is it done? And sometimes we can answer the question of how often is something done. So how is it done or how often? So let's see if we can have a little example here. So friendly, look, this girl is friendly. She's sharing her apple. So the question is it how it's done or how often it's done? Yusuf, hello Yusuf.
How?
How? Here's the answer. It is how. Good. So for this one, how does she act? She acts in a friendly way, right? She acts like a good friend. So that's how it is. So she is friendly. How is she? She is friendly. That's a good question. The next one, what we're going to do is week. So here, the class has a weekly music lesson. And what is the question? Is it how or how often for weekly? How or how often? Yusuf, Aisa.
How often?
How often? Let's have a look. Yes, exactly. So a weekly lesson means it happens once a week. So that one, how often, we could say monthly, daily. Ooh, we have our lessons almost daily, but we don't have them on the weekend, do we? So we have them 5 times a week, but we can say we do our homework daily. We read books daily. We could say, oh, how often is our birthday? How often is our birthday? Mariam, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, how often is our birthday? Is it daily, weekly, monthly, or yearly for our birthday?
Yearly.
Yearly. Bravo, Mariam. Thank you. So we can say it happens this often. It happens every year. Okay, so what I want to do now is I want to go through a couple of the exercises with you guys. And then, so I want you to make sure you have open page 15, please. So here are the suffixes exercises. You're going to circle the correct answer. Here's the question. What is something you would carry carefully? Now, carefully is with care. So I want to go through some of the vocabulary with you guys. All the vocabulary in this box here, I'm going to go through with you now, okay? So carefully, we have when you do something with care, you pay close attention. When we're writing, we are careful with our writing because we pay attention to what we're writing. So that one is carefully. The next one is less, careless, without care. So this is the antonym, the opposite. To be careless is to allow mistakes or harm to happen because of a lack of focus. So if we're careless, it means we weren't thinking and focusing on what we're doing. So these are both opposites. So for example, Dad carefully carried the bowls of soup to the table so he wouldn't spill them. Careless. He was careless when he pulled in the driveway and he accidentally drove on the lawn. And here we have the next word, delightful. Delightful is full of delight, because remember, full means to have lots of, to be full of. Full of delight. And here we have some synonyms for delightful. Synonyms are words with a similar meaning. We have wonderful, pleasant, enjoyable, and splendid. Those are all synonyms for delightful. Now, here's a nice example. We had a delightful time with Grandma and Grandpa over the holidays. That was a really, hopefully you guys are having a delightful time with your parents at home as well. Here's another Lee. Here's a Lee word. So, easily. So, easily is how often, Lee, how often, or how. So, I think this one is how is it done? It's done with ease. It's done easy, easily, easily. We have one of the rules here. We changed it from E-A-S-Y. We changed the I to a Y before we added the L-Y as well. Easily means it's not difficult, without difficulty. So here's a nice example. People in the front row easily heard the actor's booming voice. So maybe if you're at the theater, you can easily hear the actors. Here's another Lee one that we just studied. Done in a friendly way. How is it done? It's done in a friendly way. So, my father is friendly towards the people he works with. I think you guys are probably friendly to your co-students as well. So, here's some synonyms, not cinnamon, synonyms. Here's some synonyms. To be friendly, you can be warm and you can be kind as well. There's also a couple of synonyms. Oh, gently. Here's another way of being done. How was it done? She tapped him gently on the shoulder. So she didn't bang, bang, bang him on the shoulder. That wouldn't be very nice. She gently tapped him on the shoulder. How was it done? In a gentle way, in a gentle way. Oh, this one, harmful. We know at the moment that pollution is harmful for the environment. We know this. We know that the virus could be harmful for our lungs. We have to be careful. And another full one, full of power, full of power. We can say a weightlifter has powerful or strong muscles. Oh, strong. That's a synonym for powerful. And then slowly, it's done. How is it done? In a slow way. So we can say, oh, this is a good one. I tend to move slowly or sluggishly in the morning. Sluggishly. Do you guys know what a slug is? It's like a really big fat worm. And they move very slowly, slowly, slowly. They're kind of a bit squishy when you step on them and it's raining outside. They're quite disgusting. So, slowly and sluggishly are also synonyms, words that have a similar meaning. And we know this one, because sometimes we have food without taste, tasteless. Bland food is tasteless and not flavorful. We learned this word in science, bland, without taste. Useful, it has a lot of use. So we know that the thing is full of use. And here we have a negative form of a sentence. When I find things around my house that are no longer useful, I give them away. So we could also use a negative form of the sentence, no longer useful. Ah, wonderful. Do you know who I think is wonderful? All of you guys. I think you're all wonderful. And wonderful can mean full of wonder, awe, and delight. We can say Mira is having a wonderful or fantastic time on the camping trip. Okay, so those are all our vocabulary words, and you can see them here, and they're used up here as well. So let's get started. So carefully, we need to do something with care. And so we have carefully. What is something you would carry carefully? And the answer is you would carry a glass carefully because it has to be full of care. So let's see who's got another answer for number 1. Yusuf, hello. What is the opposite of careless? What is the opposite of careless?
Careful.
Careful, yes, because less and full are opposites. Bravo. So what would we do for our homework? So the opposite of careless is careful. So we would draw a circle out around the correct answer. Next, what we're going to do, again, we have all of our vocabulary words here. And I want to show you how to do the next section. The next section is we are writing the words in this time. The tasteless soup had no flavor. Now let's look at number 1. It's something or other that you can come to my party. Hello, Mohammed.
It's friendly that you can come to my party.
Does that sound correct when we read it out? Let's read it out together. So we try it. Does that sound correct? It's friendly that you can come to a party?
No.
No. Okay, good. So now we're going to go and we're going to choose one of the other words. What word do you think might come instead of friendly?
It's wonderful.
Exactly. So we're going to write. Wonderful. Bravo, Mohammed. Well done. So we're going to use these words. You can also draw your lines through here as you've done them, please. But as we learned from this with Mohammed, try the word, read the sentence, and if the word does not sound correct, then please go back and try one of the other words, okay? Make sure you're editing and checking all of your work. We have that one, and we have tasteless. Very, very nice. Thank you, guys. Now, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the words in bold. So we have some words in bold here. Now, the bold words we can see are here: tasteless, powerful, friendly. So we need to make sure that we are using these words to write the sentence in context, which means that we have to write the words correctly into the sentences. Okay, so for example, the tasteless dish was so bad that we didn't bother eating it. So I want you to read the sentence and try and finish the sentence. Try and finish the sentence. Hamam, would you like to try?
Yeah.
What would you say was powerful? What would you describe as powerful?
Superhero, maybe?
A superhero. Excellent. Very, very good, Hamam. That is perfect. This is the last one, but we're going to do it together. Okay. There's a rule. We have to do something to a word ending in Y before we add ly. What is the rule? If you have a word ending in Y, before we add ly, what do we change the Y to? What do we change the Y to?
I.
Excellent. Thank you, Carmen. So here we need to change the Y to an I. There we go. So that is the rule. Change the Y to an I before we add our Y. That's the end of our session. So for homework, I want you to make sure that you're finishing questions 5, 6, and 7, please. 5, 6, and 7. Okay, bye-bye, everybody. Thank you.